My name is Jonathan Kissel from Rumpke's Corporate Communications Department. We are so delighted to have you here today. Our partners from the city, along with many current and future recyclers. You may know this, but Rumpke has a pretty large recycling facility here at this site. We are the largest residential recycler in the state of Ohio, and we're very excited to continue our partnership with the city of Columbus. At the end of today's event, you'll have an opportunity to tour our state-of-the-art recycling facility and see what happens to the recyclables after they are picked up from the curb. But first, it is my honor to introduce the greenest advocate in Columbus, Mayor Michael B. Coleman. Mayor?
Thanks, Jonathan, and this is an important day for the city because this represents the kickoff of recycling in Columbus. It's real, it's here, it's alive, and it's well. But we have to educate the public on what it takes to recycle, and it's very easy. It's very easy. We're going to go about the process of helping to change the culture in our city of simply discarding items into the landfill. We're going to be better than that. We're going to be greener than that. We're going to be more sustainable than that. And there's 3 easy steps. The first easy step, now, and these are the blue containers right here. Blue. You think blue, think green. For recycling. And this container, let me pull it right over here. Lightweight, you see how that easy it was? This container is our recycling container. And there's 3 easy steps. Number 1, write your address with a permanent marker up here. Am I right about that? Right here. Your address. That's easy, right? Part number 2, open it up and put recyclables inside of it every day. That's part 2. Part 3, easy. Close it up, and then on your designated collection day, roll this out to the curb, and it's emptied every other week. And it's easy. And here's how we got 5-phase process, and the 5 phases will take place over the next 10 months. The 5 phases represent each day of the week, work week. For Andy Ginther, is 7 days, because he works 7 days a week. But for the rest of the community, it's 5 days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So the first phase, Monday through Friday, is based on the day your yard waste is collected, whatever day that is. So starting April 16th, residents who have their yard waste picked up on Mondays will get their blue recycling carts. And that's 50,000 homes on the west and southwest sides and parts of the northwest side of Columbus. They will be the first to get their blue recycling carts. So here's the schedule right there. Starting date is June 4th. June 4th is when that starting date will occur. And then the next day is Tuesday, right? The second day of the week. And the south, southeast, near east, and far east sides of Columbus. And there's a map that shows where those will be picked up. And starting on June 11th, we'll start that on June 11th, and collecting will start on July. Well, this says 31st, so I'll go by that chart, and we'll just continue to do it that way. So, 3 easy steps: open, discard, close, and take out to the curb. And then that's the phase-in process throughout the entire city. So recycling is here. It's finally here, and we're going to go through the education process of getting this done. Now, Each phase will receive the first cart delivered by me and my closest friends. That's a whole lot of people. So we're going to deliver this first cart to somebody in the region 5 times, and there'll be the first cart received. And that first cart will have some good stuff in it. I'm not sure what's going to be in it, but it'll ultimately be recycled, probably. But whatever's in it is going to be a treasure trove of wonderful items. And you'll learn more about that as time goes on. You'll probably have the lock and key and open it up. And jewels. No, I'm just kidding. So we have a goal. And this is a very, very important goal of the city. And that goal is that we divert 25% of our trash to recycling by the end of 2016 so that we can save $3 million in landfill costs. And I want to thank some important partners here. First is ODNR. Terry Tamir is here. Terry's back there. ODNR set aside $100,000 for us so that we can provide some educational services to our public and help change the culture of our community. And then there's Curbside Value Partnership, who's been working hard for us, developing our local graphics and material, and they did all this free of charge, and we're grateful for them as well. So again, someone who has been very focused is James Howard. Is James here? Yes. Right behind me. There he is. James is president of the Glen Civic Association. And Jim, if you could come forward and say a few words, we'd appreciate it. Thanks. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you, Mayor Coleman. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Glen, it's a neighborhood in northwest Columbus. It's off of Dublin Road, south of Fishinger Road. And our Civic Association has been working with Erin Miller, the city's environmental steward, and her team to educate our residents about the recycling program, RecyColumbus. I'm excited for this new service, and my neighbors are too. The residents of the Glen have already been committed to recycling using subscription services or taking their recyclable materials to a local fire station to drop them off. One of the main reasons we're looking forward to the new program is the convenience. Like Mayor Coleman said, you just wheel it out, it gets picked up, bring it back in just like your refuse service collection has been. I know the city's been working to make citywide recycling reality for a long time. It's great they finally came to be, especially in this year, the city's bicentennial year. Cart delivery begins April 16th in my neighborhood. My family and I are looking forward to this curbside recycling program, preventing recyclable materials from being deposited in a landfill. This program will place the city of Columbus alongside other great cities committed to being green. Thank you, Columbus. Thank you, Mayor Coleman and council members for your commitment to making our city one of the best in the country. Thank you.
Thank you, James. And again, this is bringing recycling alive to our city. And you know, we have to change the culture because for far too long we have not had a comprehensive recycling program for everybody that's not a subscription service. And so we have to change how we do things. And changing how we do things, we have to continue to educate on the public, especially adults. I don't have any problem with the kids. The kids know how to recycle. It's the adults that we have to train and on-the-job training for adults on recycling. And so one of our great partners is President Andy Ginther and Eileen Paley and all the members of City Council who stepped up to make sure that we had the resources necessary to provide this very important basic city service. Because from this day forward, from the first time this is picked up at a resident, on the west side and then circling over the rest of the city, it will then become a basic city service provided to our residents around the city of Columbus. So we want to thank Andy Ginther, Eileen Paley, and Zach Klein, and all members of City Council who unanimously supported this. President Andy Ginther.
Thank you, Mayor Coleman. As the mayor mentioned, we're thrilled to have Councilmember Zach Klein here, as well as the chairwoman of the Public Service and Transportation Committee, Councilmember Paley, with us as well. As you all know, Columbus's strength lies in our neighborhoods that are healthy, safe, and strong. In each and every one of them, there are individuals living there who are committed to making our city one of the nation's best places to live, work, and raise a family. Collectively, these neighborhoods make up our great city, the city that I'm proud to call home. Recycling is good for the environment and good for our city and its neighborhoods. It's my expectation that this program we are beginning today will lead to a strong regional approach to increasing the effectiveness of recycling programs all across Central Ohio. Recycling programs that are efficient, cost-effective, and help to increase the number of tons of trash we divert from the landfill each year. It's important, as I ask Chairwoman Paley to come forward, there are two people, there are a number of you that have been very involved in this issue for many years. But there are two people that I need to recognize today who put forth the political will, courage, and commitment to see this day to fruition. And they are Mayor Michael Coleman and Chairwoman Eileen Paley, who chairs our Public Service and Transportation Committee. Chairwoman.
Thank you, President Ginther. It's great to be here today. At the end of last year, Columbus City Council approved sweeping curbside recycling reform legislation that replaces the current subscription program. Without the leadership of Council President Andrew Ginther and my colleagues on City Council, and of course Mayor Michael Coleman, his green team, who I see is here, and the Department of Public Service, the significant environmental initiative would not have been possible. I want to personally thank all of those people for their leadership and their hard work. Rumpke has done a great job of keeping our city clean through the past subscription plan, and now it will conduct the curbside pickup recyclable materials and yard waste with no fee to our residents. This legislation was thought out, methodical process, done in the right way. Input from all parties, including the public, was heard and considered. The alternating pickup of recyclable materials and yard waste will be a gradual, phased-in process beginning this June. City Council and the administration also had the foresight to include a public relations and education program in the recycling legislative package. This will help ensure the success of this program. This program will increase the waste stream diversion rates from the landfill and reduce our tipping fees. It will help clean our environment, conserve energy, increase jobs, and improve the overall quality of life in Columbus. Today's tour is a showcase of the great work Rumpke does for our environment beginning this June. The benefits of growing green will substantially increase. One of the reasons why I got so involved with recycling is when Mayor Coleman told me that the city of Columbus was on the bottom for recycling. Knowing and being raised in Columbus, I know that Columbus is the best at almost everything. And I wasn't satisfied with Columbus not being the best at this. With Rumpke, the help of City Council and the Mayor, I believe we will be the greenest city in the state. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Paley. Thank you also to Mayor Coleman, President Ginther, Councilmember Klein, and to all our guests. By the way, I'm Andy Rumpke. No coincidence. This is my family's company, Rumpke Recycling, and the Rumpke Recycling Center you're at today. Rumpke is very excited to continue our partnership with the City of Columbus. This location here on Fields Avenue, within the Milo Grogan neighborhood of the City of Columbus, serves as Rumpke's headquarters in Central Ohio. We employ over 260 people at this location, from drivers to helpers, equipment operators, maintenance personnel, sales representatives, financial analysts, supervisors, and managers. We have a team dedicated to providing comprehensive waste and recycling services for the region. I'm also proud to announce that at least 60 jobs will be directly tied to the City of Columbus recycling program. In just a few moments, we'll lead a tour of Rumpke's newly renovated recycling facility. We invested more than $15 million since 2009 to upgrade the plant that you're going to see shortly. As a result, we are very proud to operate one of the most technically advanced recycling systems in the country right here in Columbus, Ohio. The facility processes 400 tons of recycling per day. You'll see optical scanners using infrared technology to sort plastics, electromagnets to propel aluminum cans, and quality control workers to ensure the highest quality material. The tour will only take about 10 minutes, but in that short amount of time, we will process 10,000 pounds of recycling. Once again, thank you for coming to Rumpke Recycling and helping us kick off the new citywide recycling program. Thank you, Mayor Coleman, and the entire City Council for giving Rumpke the opportunity to continue our partnership with Columbus. Rest assured, Rumpke's team is dedicated to making the program successful. With that, I'd like to turn it back over to Mayor Coleman. Mayor?
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Andy. We're certainly appreciative and grateful for your work. And this is going to be an exciting time for our community because Columbus will truly be green. We've always said we're green, and we've worked at it very hard over the years, and our buildings are green and sustainable. All the things we do is green. We have advanced so far in the area of sustainability and the greenness of our community when compared to other cities around the country. But this is the one thing we didn't do, and that's recycling. And now we stepped up in this regard, and now we are not green pretenders. We are green all the way through and through, with our blue carts. All right, blue and green. Now we have a RecyColumbus logo. Is that up here? Oh, it's up there. Okay, that's our RecyColumbus logo, and it's a beautiful thing. And Curbside Value Partnership helped put that together, right? And I also want to acknowledge a couple people. That's Director Mark Kelsey of the Department of Public Service and his team, together with the Green Queens, Aaron Miller and Leslie Strader, right there. The Green Queens with blue carts. All right. So they also put together, this is also put together the beginning of our educational process. And this is a video with music and everything that we'll use to help market the idea of the importance of recycling in Columbus. And if you see yourself in here, disavow yourself, as I will disavow myself.
Everybody come with me. You gotta jump right in. I promise that you'll see a place you've never been. You'll be so surprised. You won't believe your eyes. So turn it up, up, up. Come on now, who's ready to party? Bring up the sound, put 'em up, up, up. Ready, set, go, let's get started. 'Cause it's going down here tonight. We'll feel alright. Turn it up, 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 up. Turn it
right, RecyColumbus. We were meant for each other. All those who started, please stand and take a bow. Go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead, stand up, take a bow. Show us your moves. Show us your moves. There you go, that's it. That's it. That's it. And that last one was Jim Shimmer from the county. He had the crushed the hat and the crushed can on top. I thought that was ingenious. And this, you know, this is how the public will be when these blue containers get out there. They'll hear this music and they'll think about it and they'll throw it in and take it out to the driveway.